Oh, just now, just now. Okay, guys. So before you is graphics, and we just started up a live stream section just now. Okay, guys, we're back, just like what we've always been doing. And if this is one of your first time of seeing us, or this is your first time of seeing us, you're hyping you. Anyways, okay, we just started the live stream session now, and just like we have always been doing, and we will continue doing, and still talking about what we're talking about. Okay, that's cool, guys. All right, we just started up now, and we have a lot, when I mean a lot, to really emphasize on. Whenever we come up like this, we are on a serious matter, strict marks. Yes, we do strict marks. Well, guys, I want to go into that much. So okay, before you have graphics, and I'm going to be, what's it called, we're going to be diving into shortly, like uh is going to watch your time. Anyways, okay, I just guess. Let me just try fixing something very quickly, very, very fast on my screen. Okay, just very, very fast. Fixed. Yeah. What's going wrong? I don't know. I'm receiving a message here, but that's cool. Okay, guys, we're set. We just started, and if you're seeing me, I'm seeing you. If you're not seeing me, I'm seeing you. Anyways, we just started, and we're going to be diving into shortly. All right, welcome every single person, just like we've always been doing. So we're going to be welcoming people. And firstly, we're going to be apologizing for streaming a bit late. It's a kind of I don't know, like it's not our usual time. So apologies for that, and it's fine. So before we dive in too deeply, we're going to be welcoming people, returning viewers, audience, first time viewers, first time joining our live stream session. We're going to be welcoming people. So we're diving into that now. So guys, we welcome every single person seeing us or seeing you. And if you're seeing us or seeing you, we're welcoming every single person in this live stream section now. And thanks for joining our live stream session. And most of our audience, if you're a returning audience, we love you. If you're a first time viewer, we also love you. And anything you're doing, you're right. And that's anyway. So we just started now, and we have a lot of matters to talk about. And trust me, it's going towards the time. So guys, we're diving into deeply. Okay, just like we've always been doing, and anytime we start up a live stream session like, they usually communicate what we're doing, so that we'll not keep people stuck or confused, or them looking at us not even knowing what we're doing. Probably we'll be having first time viewers, people just seeing us for the first time. So we have to, hi, Dalia C Cabre. Sorry, my bad if I'm not able to pronounce your name well. Thanks for joining the live stream session. Your presence means a lot, and we are not taking it for granted. Anyway, guys, we just started, and just like we are always doing, so I said we're going to be communicating our what we're doing, because it's still possible that so many people may be seeing us for the first time, so that they're not going to be stuck. Okay, to do that, we are UF Graphics. Anyway, you see me or UF Graphics, if you see this cap, even if it's not my face, or UF Graphics, our assistant, I guess. Greetings, thanks for joining the live stream session, and your presence means a lot. Okay, what we're doing firstly is, our name is UF Graphics, and what we're doing and what we've been doing, because we've been streaming for a while now, is very, very simple. We talk about life after school, the brutal truth. Every student in the whole universe, every creature needs to know. This topic is important and is very, very necessary because of several reasons, and I'm going to be telling you what. Mind you, I'm just galabranting, just more like for first time viewers, people that may be seeing us for the first time. So I just want to educate them, guide them on what we're doing, then before we head over to the matter that brought us here. Okay, life after school of every student is important because school is not talking about it. Motivational speakers, they are not talking about it. People, they don't even feel that is important. Moreover, this is more like the fundamental issues problem of students not succeeding, of student failing. Why I say that is the reason is because now we get to meet some intelligent people that fail. Now we may be wondering if this person is actually intelligent, he or she doesn't supposed to feel or shouldn't be stuck or confused. Now the truth there is not all about intelligence, it's not all about senses, it's more like information, right information. Now they are not failing because they are not intelligent, so they are very, very smart, but they are still going to be failing. It's not actually fair, but the truth remains that they lack information, right one, because you cannot solve a problem that you don't know. Then them not knowing it, them not knowing everything we're saying here keep them stuck and confused. Now we talk about life after school of every single young person. We're trying to make them understand the realities that life holds and uh greetings, thanks for the compliment, or thanks for the reply and comments. It means a lot. It's fine. Much appreciation. Okay, I said that it's important because nobody is talking about it. They're not even feeling that it's necessary. Moreover, it is the root cause. Not even telling people to, not even motivating people. Motivation is secondary. I'm telling you the primary cause of people failing, young people, intelligent people still being stuck, confused about life, is their life after school. They did not prepare for it. Mind you, oh, if you make good preparation or for anything, it's going to actually come out well. Now let's take a look at it from here. You see some students actually in the university, most of them are partying around, living for the moment, not actually looking out to the future, like not actually making preparations for the next, or what you call the next phase, being after school. That is the next phase, and that is more like the phase that you're going to be facing in reality. Now we call it reality because there is a lot of real things there. Now that's a stage of more like you're going to be living independently, you're more like going to start figuring things by yourself. Have you seen? So that stage is assumed, you assume to be an adult, and a lot of things, real life challenges, failures or rejections, criticism, pressures are going to be coming, and all these things, the money, or the most funny part of it is that you cannot just, what's it called, you cannot hide from it, you cannot reject it, it's just to prepare for it. And most people, they don't even know that it's going to be coming. Have you seen them not being informed, despite they are intelligent, but they don't know all these things exist, or they are going to be facing it in the real world, and they are just the uninformed, and it's going to really hit them hard. And when it hits them hard, this is just when you're going to start looking as if life is too hard on them, or they will start like, oh Jesus Christ, like a lot. It's going to mean a lot, and we don't want that, or want that for our students, and that's why we're making up this live stream session, trying to show them the loopholes, things that they should be aware of, and then being aware of it is going to put them in a better space, chance to make preparations for it. Have you seen? So that's more like them actually solving the problem that they know, because if we're not saying it, there's no way they can know it and even work towards to navigate it. So that's more like the objective, and this is what we're doing. For the first time viewers, I just hope I'm able to clear the doubts or air. So, and every single session stream or seeing us doing it on this matter, trying to point out things. Today we'll do emotional intelligence, tomorrow we do or financial intelligence and all of that. This is just life, outside life talks, and trying to guide students. So guys, I don't know, a lot of that I've said already. Well, we're going to be, there's something we have on our thumbnail, just like emphasis for today, and I gonna be welcoming people again. When we started, we actually did welcoming, and if you're just seeing me again, welcome to UF live stream section, and your presence means a lot. So guys, we're going to be hammering on, I guess. Okay, what we have on our thumbnail, what did I have on my thumbnail? Okay, what I have on my thumbnail is the secret. Okay, it's just more like the secret reason 90% of fresh graduates are rejected. Now I will detail it down, I will try detailing it down. The secret secret though, like they don't know it, they don't even know that that's what is making them to be rejected. I'm going to explain every fact of this topic. The secret reason why 90% of every fresh graduates are being rejected, mostly in work aspects, and trust me, we're getting there. Okay, so firstly, the objective is not to criticize anything, no, but the objective is more like to actually guide students on the path for them to know what real or real life. Okay, we call it job market. That's more like hunting for job. We call it job market and all of that. The objective is just for them to know actually what employers want, so that they will get it, so that it will not be that they are going to be graduating looking for a job and being frustrated. No, the objective is to make them be in a better position to actually know the right things, because you cannot solve a problem that you don't know. Them solving it, actually they are going to be aware of it. That's more like what we're going to be doing today. And trust me guys, is going to, sorry, let me pick up something. I don't know what it felt. Okay, trust me guys, it's going to worth your time. Okay. So firstly is, we call it what's it called? Okay, the biggest secret most students don't know. Mind you, I said it's a secret. And if we're talking about the biggest secret, we said, okay, firstly is, you know, okay, firstly, I'm going to start from graduation. All right. So I just feel something now. I'm going to start from graduation. There's something they call graduation. Now, that graduation is like a movement from where you are to the upper place. That is more like graduating now. And in university, if you're graduating, I'm just trying to come up from somewhere so that you get everything I'm going to be saying. In a university, you're going to be graduating out to the real world. That's when, I guess, that's your last year. It's often called finals. Okay, so every student graduating out from the university is more like final year, and he or she is done with academics. Now, I'm not talking about academics aspects. I'm talking about the real life things that you're going to be facing. Mind you, you're not going to be in school forever. You're going to be graduating one day, and it's assumed that you know everything in the real world. And it's very well shocked. Like, it's very, very shocking. We also tell people, you moving into the real world without actually making preparations, without even knowing things that you're going to be facing, is more like jumping into the river, big ocean where you cannot swim. And you know what that means? Like, when you get into the water when you cannot swim, fish go bite you. That's just it. Like, if you get into the real life without actually knowing what it feels and what comes from there or what to expect from there, rejections, failures, I don't just know, a lot of things are going to be thrown to you. And mind you, I said all these things are inevitable. Is life inevitable stuff. It's just like when we tell people that if you're ever going to journey on the path of success, definitely you're going to encounter failure. Yes, if you say that you're not going to fail, no, you're actually going to fail. But what makes you a winner or what keeps you going is what's it called? Your inability to give up. When we celebrate winners, that doesn't mean that there was no time they failed. And people are not seeing it. People, if they get to see people being celebrated, they just feel that God is just good, like the person just achieved excellence. No, there was actually a time such person failed. There was actually a time such person was depressed but refused to give up. That's just the difference. The people that failed and failures are the same, but the difference is that people that succeeded, people that wins, are people that refuse to give up. So if you're saying that you're not going to encounter failure, that's a big lie. And we just hope you change that mindset, because you changing that mindset is going to really help you a lot. If you're talking about success, if you're talking about succeeding, failure is part of the journey. You're going to encounter it. It will shake you. Failure will what's it called? Failure will beckon you. This is reality. I'm serious. Now, that doesn't mean you should fail. Mind you, always failure is negative. If someone gets to hear about failure, that's more like negative. Now, you did not succeed in something. Actually, it's negative. But in some areas, we tell you that it's necessary. Yes, failure is necessary to some extent, because okay, it's just like, okay, you cannot just it's very very easy. Now take a look at it from here. If success is easy, everybody would have been successful. Now that means if success is not easy, now reason it. So if success is not easy, that means people that succeeded, there's something they know that people randomly they don't know, or there is something that they did people naturally that they did not do or they are not doing, and that's what separate them. In some cases you will hear or you will see some quotes, they will tell you rich mindset, poor mindset. It has to do with mind, and it has to do with your personality. Do you get? So if we're talking about succeeding, risk, everything is there. Failure, depression, discipline, like there is a lot. So you're not just going to get there without actually getting these things. You cannot skip it. Definitely it's going to come. But your inability to give up, your inability to quit, and your what's it called, your strongness, like to keep on persisting, is what you're that's more like the scars. If you're going to be celebrated, people that you're celebrating, you're going to show them your scars. If you don't have any scars, it's going to assume that it's what's it called, is easy. Yes, failure is part of the thing that gives you scars, and that scars you're going to be keeping it for a reason. When you get there, when you get to the top, you're going to tell people that actually you did not get here by mistake. It was actually built. It was a bunch of stops that actually get you there. It was sacrifice. It was discipline. You're going to show them your scars. Obviously, so this is what many people don't know, and precisely young people, because they are said to be the futures of tomorrow, and the futures of tomorrow, they are not even planning for tomorrow. Most things that tomorrow is bringing is going to come on our way to them, and on that hand it's going to take them on our way. And most of the people, I don't just know, sorry, I don't want to go into that deeply. Let me not let me come back. Come back, you have come back. Well guys, I'm being funny here, it's fine. Okay, I just said the biggest secret most students don't know is that they just feel that, people that went to school, we taught people that your degree, your certificate is actually what's it called, is an opportunity. Yes, because everybody did not have access to attend the university. You going there is actually an opportunity, not a guarantee of success. Young people are misplacing this. Now, just for the fact that they have their certificate, they have their degree, they just feel that everything is sorted out. They just feel that there's no other work left for them to do. Like, that's simple. No. Like, we just here to tell them, no. Young bro, no. You have your own part to play in. That is just an opportunity. That's more like the first stop. That's more like a stepping stone to continue, like to build on things. It's not telling you to stop. It's not telling you that you have it all. And most times we don't blame them. Reason is because there was actually a time these things was real. That time our mothers and teachers, everybody will tell us that success relies on academy, success relies on knowledge. Yes. I'm not saying knowledge, I'm not trying to undermine knowledge or anything. I'm just trying to tell you that it is not enough. Is insufficient. That's just the fact. And many people still feel that just for the fact that they are intelligent, there's no other work to put in. There's no need to develop themselves. There is no need to learn skills. There is no need to be competent. Again, there's no need to have practical abilities and skills. Do you get it? So that mindset alone limits growth and is going to restrict them from a lot of things. That's more like them binding themselves, limiting themselves. Yeah, because the real world is advancing. Things are digitalizing. Technologies, tools are coming up. Now, the future belongs to students who can really adapt to changes. Because if you're not adaptable, if you're stagnant, oh Jesus Christ, I'm serious. Your life, future belongs to students, young people who can adapt and still remain relevant, who are people that can still or what's called learn and unlearn things. Because as far as the nature and the world is concerned, everything is changing since more things are coming up. So you're not just going to limit yourself just because you have a degree. You just feel there is no other thing, like there's no other life, there's no other hard work to put in. Now that's the big lie. The certificate is not success. That's just a big lie, and they believe it. And just to tell you that is a lie and a big one. And most people don't still know this till now. Have you seen? So that's more like the issue. Sorry, why is this thing destroying? Oh, stopping! Oh God, this thing is really disturbing me. That's the big lie, and we're here to tell you that it's a lie, yo. We tell you that, bro, it's a lie. So you just get to actually get it right. So your certificate is just an advantage. It's not a success. It's not a proof that you're a successful person. That is just more like you have something. No, degree is something, but don't take it up to your mind that this is success. No. Well, guys, that's for that. Okay, the biggest secret student believe. Oh, that's the biggest lie. Yeah. Now we're saying, the major reason fresh graduates are rejected. The stuff we're talking about is the 90% reason why fresh graduates are rejected. Now, when we talk about rejected, we're talking about work. We're talking about employment. Yes, we're talking about them being employed, maybe in government or in states or organizations or something. And firstly, if we're talking about employment, now employment, okay, let's just say 90% of young graduates, they just feel, or what they have in their mind is, if they graduate from school, they are just going to be employed, maybe in one big organization like that. Most of them, that's what is on their mind. That's cool, like very, very cool. But we're saying that you can actually have it in your mind and you're going to be rejected. You're not going to still be employed. And now we're here to tell you reasons so as to guide you, so as for you to be informed and know the necessary things to put so that life will not take you unawares. That's just the priority and the goal. Okay, we said no practical skills. No practical skills is one of the reasons 90% of graduates are rejected. We said the world is advancing. Gone are the days where your knowledge is sufficient. If you don't have skill, if you're not valuable, if you don't have practical skills, if you cannot solve real life problems, you are more like vulnerable. That's reality, facts. I'm not the one saying it. This is proven. Now, real life is changing. Employers are not just ready. Sorry, what's happening? Oh, I don't know. So just network. Guy code. I just hope this thing gets better. Okay, I was emphasizing on something. I said employers are not just interested in your certificate, they are just interested in your value. People don't buy products, they buy solution. That means if a product cannot give a satisfaction, if a product cannot render value, people don't purchase it. That's just the significance that you are just there. Employers, you are going to advance their organization. You have something to bring in. You can create innovation. Like you have idea. You're talented. So, the access of these skills, the access of this ability is going to be irrelevant. Like employee is not going to be relevant. So just take a look at a student that doesn't have this all ability, that just only have knowledge. We call it theoretical knowledge. That's more like reading and writing ability. You just have only reading and writing ability, no practical skills. You cannot solve real life problem. What you have in your mental self, you cannot practicalize this. It's going to suck you. Yes, because real life reward results, proof. If you cannot provide results, if you cannot show proof, there's no need. So they are not just working on assumption. No, you must provide proof, results, evidence. So this is what real life rewards, and this is even employers. This is what they are prioritizing. So when you lack these skills, you're going to be behind. And we say there's one thing about certificates. Certificate brings you out. It opens door. It creates opportunities, but it does not guarantee what happens inside. Okay, we tell people that certificates can open a door for you, but it does not guarantee the next stop. When you have a good certificate, yes, you're going to be noticed. And You may be employed though, but what makes you relevant in that work, or what keeps you, or what gives you opportunity, is how valuable you are. We get to tell students that you should be valuable, you should be competent to an extent that you're too big to be ignored. I don't just do, like, it sounds funny. That's true. You should be competent, developed, or what's it called? Have a lot of value, that you're too big to be ignored. Do you know what that means? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. I want to explain deeper. I'm serious. So it's just a call to rewake your students from their unconsciousness. Just a call to tell students, to tell young people, Omo, you have a lot of parts to play. So you having your degree does not just mean success. Like, there is a work for you to put in. You have your own part to play. You have things to research for. Like, there is a track you have to take, and that's just the emphasis. And most people don't even know this yet. So they are just uninformed. Okay. So I just said, what's it called? Major reasons fresh graduates are rejected: they lack practical skills. Second is poor communication. Poor communication. When we talk about communication, people just think that it's just to talk. No. If we're emphasizing on communication, firstly, you need to know that communication is a skill. It's not an inbuilt. You get to learn it. You get to work for it. You get to discover it. You get to get yourself exposed, practice it constantly, often and times. It's not what you're born into it. Like, you don't have communication skills inbuilt with you. Now, when we tell people you need to have communication skills, it's going to help you a lot. No matter how intelligent you are, if you're not able to express yourself, if you're not able to deliver what you have, you're going to be left with nothing. Like, nobody's going to listen to you. So people are not in your mind. So for the fact that you have something, if you feel that you have something, that means you're going to have this ability to express it. That's communication. And we're saying young people lack communication skills, and this is one of the things that they are rejected for. Imagine when you walk up to an interview, and you're being asked several questions, and you're not able to defend it. You cannot even answer it confidently. That is a sign of disqualification, and that's more like failure knocking on the door. That is it, literally. Like, you are very, very intelligent, but you cannot communicate effectively and efficiently well. Now, a good example of a good communication is feedback. When we tell people that, if there's no feedback in a communication, that communication is said to be incomplete. A feedback is a sign that the sender, being your encoder, be waiting. You encode, then the person has to decode it. The person has to understand it, interpret it, then gives you a feedback. That is a good example of a good communication. Now, students, young people, we said, lack communication skills. And when employers notice this, when the organization notice this, when people notice this, I don't just know, like, there's going to be restriction, there's going to be constriction. Have you seen? So it's going to really affect you, if not career entirely. So it's a call to tell young people, get to learn communication skills, get to speak fluently, get to, I don't just know, get to express yourself good. And I don't know. Well, I don't want to elaborate more on that. Okay, guys, so I still have some things to point out. Okay, we said no practical skills, no communication skills, no experience. I will tell you one funny thing about experience. Experience, they said, though, I'm not the one that said it, they said is the highest teacher. But am I right? That's what they said. I'm not saying that they are wrong, but there is more to experience than that. There is more to experience. There is still some hidden truths that people don't know about experience. What experience does is that it gives you, okay, I'm going to give you a practical example, more like a proof. Let's assume that you're climbing a ladder, you're climbing a tree. Good example, you're climbing a tree, and you get to this point on the tree, something shoots your leg or something bites you. Now, maybe peradventure you fell down. Get my illustration. You were climbing a tree. I'm just trying to show you experience looks like practically. You're climbing a ladder, you're climbing a tree, and you get to this point that something bites your leg or something bites you. You fell down, and there's necessity to still climb back. Now you're climbing back. What comes to your mind when you get to that exact point? It has transmitted something to your console. Oh, Jesus. Apologies. Every single person. Oh, apologies. Our network flipped. Oh, it breached. So we actually try fixing that. So sorry, guys. And we're going to be continuing now. Okay, I was just hammering on something before the network breached. So I was saying something about one at the point of okay, the major reasons fresh graduates are rejected. You know, right from the point when we started, we talked about the secret or more like the secret reason 90% of graduates are being rejected in works and opportunities and all of that. I would say there is roots or like there is more like root cause of these things, and that's what we're saying here, saying root cause and everything. So, but on the point our network breached and everything collapsed, but we sincerely apologize to many people watching, yeah, and we just fixed the network now, so we're going to be progressing. And before that, we are actually at the point of the major reasons fresh graduates are rejected. Then we'll say something already. We will said no practical skills, being the real life reward practical skills. And we said for communication, we emphasize a lot on communication. Communication is a skill, not inbuilt. You get to learn it, and you get to be good at it. And we will say no experience, and we'll say something on experience already. We actually at the point of experience before the network breached, and we're seeing something on experience that experience is beyond what people feel or think about it. And we gave we actually given an illustration with at first example. People say experience is the highest teacher, and we said yeah, experience is beyond that, and we're just trying to give them why it is beyond that. That experience is more like it sees you a lot, and it creates something, so it transmits something to your mind, even to your subconsciousness, that actually this is how something is. So there is more to experience that people know. And we were actually given an illustration. We said if you're climbing a tree, if you're climbing a tree and you get to this point of the tree that something took to your leg or something bites you, maybe you fell, and if there is a need to still climb back the tree, you're going to be more careful and anxious and intentional about that particular spot that something bites you. Have you seen? So that's more like experience. The first climbing taught you something that at this point something used to bite. Have you seen? So if you're ever going to be climbing back, taking that step back, you're going to be more intentional, you're going to be more anxious. Have you seen? So that's more like what experience gets you exposed to, and a lot on that. So guys, we're progressing. I have something. Something. Okay. Well, it's off already. It's off. It's off. It's off already. Okay. Bad. What's it called? Bad mindset. Bad mindset. When we talk about mindset, we are referring to a lot of things. Firstly, we do tell people your mind, first sight of your mind is your eye. That's more like your viewing. Your viewing comes first if we're actually referring to the master of mind. And we're saying your viewing actually matters, and it matters in the sense that it's what pass information to your mind. If you cannot see, your mind cannot access. And what your mind cannot access, it cannot be effective. Have you seen? So if we're talking about mindset, we are saying bad mindset. Part of the reason why major or reasons, part of the reason why fresh graduates are being rejected, mindset. Their mindset is wrong. Most of their mindsets are wrong, and most of them think that success is easy. Most of them want instant success, quick sources. Obviously, that's firstly is a wrong mindset, and success is not easy. If it's easy, everybody would have been successful. Now we're saying they have mindset, they don't feel there is need to learn, they don't see it or feel there is need to be competent, they don't see or feel there is need to acquire more knowledge. Have you seen? That's more like a wrong mindset, and actually such mindset is limiting growth. That's a limitation of growth, and it's said to be a wrong one because it's not more like positive, it's more like a negative aspects. Do you get? And that mindset and how your mindset is placed, shaped, position, and it determines how you go about things, even how you see things, because your mind. Okay, no, what's it called? No online presence. Part of the reason why young people are rejected for work. lack of online presence. There's a saying that if you're not visible online, you are invisible to opportunity. There's no two ways about it. Most people get advanced, internet is actually a good one, depending on the usage, just like a tool. Its interest, or its effectiveness, or anything depends on how you use it. I was saying about online presence. Now, things has really changed since it's more like online. There is a lot that can be done online now, and we say online presence is part of the reasons most people are being rejected. That means they don't have online visibility. Most of them, they don't even have smartphones, let's just say so. And this can also limit some, like it's more like a limitation to some, or to an extent. So employers don't actually employ people invisible, and that's more likely because this is researched, so it's actually proven. And online presence is part of it. So if you don't have an online presence, you're actually limiting yourself. So you have some, you're limited in some area. Okay, what employers really want, we said why employers, why people are not being employed. We have stated the reason. Now at this point, we're asking, what is this employer, what did they need? In fact, what did they even need first? Like, why are they not employing people? Now we're going to take a look at the reasons, and we're saying value. People don't buy product, they buy solutions. So that means if something is not valuable, if something is not relevant, if something cannot actually satisfy something, it's said to be irrelevant. So there's no need purchasing it. So if employers, if young people, if fresh graduates are not intelligent, if they are not valuable, if they cannot create, if they cannot show proven results, that is a wrong product, that is a wrong or commodity. And we said that they are not employable, and that's more like value. So value is included. Everything has to do with value, what you can give. Or adaptability, the word future life belongs to people that can be adapted, that can adapt to technology, adapt to changes, adapt to challenges and everything. So there is a flexibility there in that aspect. Adaptability is part of it, and that is more like the talk. Confidence, attitude. Confidence is actually a good one. Confidence is just being able to express yourself where and whenever way. And we say this attitude affects work, and your mindset affects growth. Attitude is more like how what you exhibit and how you think about it, how you take up things, and all of that. And the attitude of, sorry, I think I know this person, Sam. I know Sam. Sam, have you joined my live stream before? Have you been in my live stream section before? I guess yes. Like, of course. Or is it another Sam? Well, anyways, thanks for joining the live stream session, and your presence means a lot, and it's not taken for granted. Anyway, Sam, hi again. That means you've joined our live stream session before, and so much love to see you back. Yeah, and we started the live stream session just barely 15 minutes ago, and we've been talking. Actually, there was a time our network breached. People were actually watching, but the network breached. So we had what's it called? A little fixing on it, and we just fixed that, and it hasn't been long. We restarted it, but we just hope that those people are going to be coming back. Okay, so thanks Sam for showing up, and thanks Sam for a kind of telling us that is you. Okay, Sam, we've been saying a lot already. Maybe later in the day, you're going to check our channel, you see the stream, it will be public then. And because we've said a lot already. Okay. So I said no online presence. Have emphasized a lot. What employers really want? What is this employers? What did they want? What is the organization looking for from young people, from young adults, fresh graduates? What are they looking for? Now this is more like a question, and we'll tell you that they want value, adaptability, simple, confidence, attitude, how you relate. Attitude has to do with your innate abilities or innate behavior, like. And in this area, a lot of things can cause it, or cause it, shape it. You know, people think differently, and human being, they say, is the highest people to manage. Or I don't just know, like people perspective of thinking differ. So attitude, it's more like relating to, I think, associating, like your exhibitions, like what you exhibit, things, just like things around that nature. And the mistake many students make at the university, wow, there's a lot of mistakes. So, but this is more like significant ones that youth make, students, grown-up people, or young people, young adults make. Now, I was saying studying only to pass exam. Very simple. This is a mistake. It's not bad, but it's a mistake. If you're ever studying only to pass exam, you're going to be ignoring the aspects of skill, self-development, communication skill, networking, real life preparation. This is wrong, and is a great mistake if you're ever ignoring this, just studying for exams, studying to pass, because actually you're going to be passing, but one side is going to suffer. That's after life there, because there's no preparation for that. And mind you, effective preparation is, it's actually going to be using effective, or what's it called, manifestation, or actually outcome. So that's more like that. I was saying this is very, very necessary and important, you guys, and it will help. Okay, guys, I guess we have something again. Okay. We say students are only they are just studying. What's it called? More guy time. Time is running. Seriously. Well. Why should you get that right? Well, okay, guys, we said learn a valuable skill. Okay, skills are necessary. Oh, how students can prepare early. Now, this is more like a way out. How students can prepare early. Escape way out. Was a learn a valuable skills. There are very varieties of skills about tech or communication, or tech, or what's it called, freelancing, marketing, online content. There is a lot in aspect of skill. It's just more like anything stream, or what's it called, income stream, something that can use the income while you're still schooling. You get and build experience before graduation. Experience is more like getting to know things, get yourself exposed, attend seminars, like get yourself into things, like just be an advanced person already. Because experience, no matter how little it is, yes, improve communication. I've said a lot on communication already. It matters. If you cannot express yourself competently, effectively, efficiently, well, nobody is going to, you're going to be irrelevant, you're going to be hidden. So that just is network with people, networking, the ability to connect with people that are better than you, people that has more opportunity than you, people you're more like your role models, people that you're looking up to. That's networking. And a lot of students are neglecting this. They just feel that isolating themselves is the best thing. No, that is wrong. Networking helps you get exposed, networking helps you get to learn things. Like that's just getting to meet people. It has to do with people, vital people. So that's the power of networking. And mind you, who you know in the world opens door for you. Who you know matters. Yes. Most people that you may be networking with in school around, they may be employers, they may be or helpers tomorrow. So the emphasis of networking, we cannot be over, it cannot be overemphasized. So it's very, very necessary. The reality students must accept. They must accept it too. The job market is very, very competitive. Yes, students and work, that just, it goes together hand to hand. Student graduating, getting to work and being employed and paying money. So if we're talking about the reality, they should accept the job market is competitive. In other words, it's saturated. Thousands, millions of students, people are still there with the same qualification you have, similar qualifications. Now, what makes you unique is what's more like your value, your extra advantage, and things you have extra is called extra. So everybody has similar, and that's why it's very, very competitive. Obviously, so if you're going to ever be separate, stand out, it has to be built intentionally. And we're saying the job market is competitive. That means thousands of people are applying for the same work you're applying for. So you ought to be advanced, like you ought to be competent to an extent. Like there's a lot of things to really emphasize on that part. So that is it. Is a harsh reality, but that's true. Everybody is there, is saturated. Now, if you're ever going to be standing out, That means there is a separate part. There is things you should know, and there is things you should work on, and there is how preparation, like there is how preparing you should be. Like, anyway, guys, that is it. Sort down, sort down. Sorry, sorry, guys. Oh, anyways, we just exhausted live sessions today, and we are bridging. We're backing up very soon. And sorry for everything. Sorry for the network. Sorry for the inconveniences and everything. So, most apology for that. We'll try fixing that. Okay. So, guys, much love to every single person that joined or viewed and interacted with us. He's not taken for granted, and we sincerely appreciate every single person, both new, returning, and people subscribing just currently. Much love. We are not taking it for granted. So, guys, we're backing up in a few minutes, and we're happy to see you. And maybe we just share our video links, connect to people, invite people to our live stream sessions, subscribe, and maybe join any of our live, what's it called, social media handle: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. UF Graphics, all the social media handles, and maybe we'll get to talk better, and maybe we'll get to connect. Anyway, we are backing off now, and we appreciate every single person that viewed, since started, and every single thing. And we are thanking you all, and we're thanking you did not take it for granted. We regard that so much, and that is it. So much, guys. Thanks for joining. We're going to be streaming tomorrow, just like usual. We stream every day, and we get to talk better. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. We're backing off. So at the juncture.